All right, Mr. Secretary, thank you for sitting down with us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in, Leo.
Let's jump to that toxic exposure issue because
Yeah.
you have heard from the veterans community the frustration at the pace of dealing with burn pits and things like that. How do you, obviously there's a procedure here, but how do you speed things up even more, especially in light of just the years that a lot of these folks have already been waiting and some of the serious illnesses we've seen? How do you move this along at an even faster pace so that they're not waiting 5 years, 6 years for the next big step forward?
I feel intense urgency to move on this. And there's a lot of factors. You've just given some. One, obviously, being demand from the veteran community. And I feel intensely, personally, the urgency around making sure veterans, for example, with terminal cancers, get care. Their families get the benefits that they've rightly believe they've earned. But I feel particularly on the hook to somebody who's been thinking about and worrying about this topic for a long time. That's the president. He's demanding that we lean forward on this. He's routinely pressing me to find out what the next steps are that we're taking. And, you know, just to phrase back to you your question, no veteran is going to have to wait another 5 or 6 years, Leo. We are moving because of pressure from and expectations from our veterans, and because of a demand for accountability from the president. We're moving mindful of the fact that we have a limited time that I'm in this building, and I'm going to make use of every minute while I'm here.
But you understand the skepticism here.
I do.
They've heard promises before. So is there, you say someone's not going to have to wait 5 years. Does that mean we will see new policies rolling out beginning of next year? Does that mean we have to wait on Congress to pass legislation? Do you feel like you're on a path now where when I come back and talk to you on Veterans Day 2022, I won't have a lot of these questions because we'll see leaps and bounds from where we are today?
I think what I'd say is the following. We're not waiting for Congress. I think it's important that Congress do this, but we're not waiting for them. There are a series of steps that we're actively pursuing. My job is to not prematurely announce them. My job is to not meet some expectation. My job is to demonstrate concrete, implemented and implementable steps. That's the path we're on. I don't have news to make with you today, but I'm hopeful that over the course of my time here, that veterans will feel that I meant it when I said we're not waiting.
Let me ask you about another topic that's been around since the last administration you were in, and that's veteran suicide. There's been a push for years on this, and frankly, only incremental progress, if any, on reducing veteran suicide in America. The White House just came out with their new military and veterans plan. I know that you're going to be working closely with DOD on implementing that and looking at that, but why is this one going to work? What do you see in this plan that's better than the approach we've had in the past?
It's a fair question. And the strategies that we're implementing now, including the strategy announced by the White House yesterday, and I was thrilled to be able to do it, make the announcement with Secretary Austin, who takes this issue intensely seriously and intensely personally. What we've learned is that suicide is preventable. We've also learned that it requires a public health approach, meaning we have to address a whole range of health determinants to ensure that we reduce and eventually eliminate veteran suicide. But we also know that it takes, and this is the third point that we've learned, everybody doing their part. And by everybody, I mean everybody, right? VA and our practitioners, yes, but our community as well. Congress has given us new authorities under this the Hannon Act for us to partner with new actors in local communities, communities that know their veterans best. But we also now have additional data about that horrifying moment when a veteran finds him or herself in crisis, which is why we are out now with a very aggressive public service announcement campaign around two things. First is don't wait for something to become a crisis. We're urging veterans and veterans' families to be in touch with us at VA and with other professionals to think through steps that you'll need in a crisis. So we're saying don't wait, reach out. The next thing we're doing is we're saying because suicide attempts with a firearm in up to 95% of attempts lead to suicide, whereas attempts using other methods only ultimately lead to suicide in 5% of instances. We've rolled out with a very aggressive public messaging campaign on locking and storing firearms. That campaign in particular is getting significant uptake. More than 1 billion views of our campaign advertising on that. But those views are also leading to engagement on our website where people can engage with steps like making plans and storing firearms. And even now, 10,000, up to almost 10,000 cases, 9,500 cases of veterans and veterans' families actually getting firearm locks from us. This is, again, a very concrete, fact-based and experience-informed policymaking and policy implementation that will lead to successful reduction of veteran suicide.
Do you worry at all about the politics of the gun issue and the gun control issue?
I don't. So that's somebody else's issue to worry about. I don't worry about politics in this job, Leo. I've got one job here. It's to fight like hell for the veterans, full stop. There'll be politics and different things along the way, but that's somebody else's job.
Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for the time.
Leo, thanks for having me.